Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my new video. It's Hypno here. I really hope you enjoy. And in today's video, we're gonna be playing this crazy 1.9 average Elixir cost Logbait cycle deck that I made like a month ago. And I thought I'd give it another try because you guys really seem to enjoy the video and it's a lot of fun to play. Also, it should be a lot better now that the Evo Bomber got nerfed, so he gets a really good King Tower activation here. I already know this guy is playing some crazy Mega Knight Royal Giant deck, so I have to make sure that I always keep up the pressure and force out Elixir. I don't really want him to go for a Royal Giant in the back because I know I can pressure him well, so I don't want to really get in a defensive position. I really want him to always defend and never make a push. So we get a really nice double wall breaker connection there on the right. And just gonna pressure him with the Fire Spirit again. He has to waste the Hunter onto that, which is really bad for him because now I can just counter this with my Princess, and I'll also go for my E-Spirit and my wall breakers behind that. So yeah, we're looking really good here. And he has to waste the Barbarrel. I'll just protect my Princess with the Evo Skellies. He has to go for... Okay, I predict the Fisher here. I'll go for my Cannon, so the Fisherman pulls itself into the Cannon. And then the Cannon can counter the Fisherman. And yeah, he has to waste the Evo Bats there. So that's really good. And yeah, look at this right side tower, man. It's already like down to half its HP. I can just go for my Fire Spirit again. He really doesn't want to ignore this. Yeah, he goes for the Hunter once again. Now I can just go for my Princess onto it once again. And look at that, we have him in the perfect cycle. He somehow wants to break himself out of the cycle, so he goes for the RG in the back, but takes quite a bit more damage. And I have to go for this really weird cannon here because he will be able to go for a second RG, and if my cannon is in the middle, I can't really get a good second cannon down, so I can get a really good second cannon down like this. And look at that, that's gonna completely shred the Mega Knight. Yeah, that Mega Knight is already dead. And look at his left side tower, it's down to 1000 HP. And I'm just gonna keep pressuring him both lanes because I have two princesses down and he can't really do much. Now he goes for the Evo RG in the back, but I can just predict the Fisher. Yeah, there's his Fisherman. And yeah, it's probably gonna be game. Okay, he goes for the Zap, so he's gonna be able to defend the right side, but okay, he defends the left side also, but those Evo Skellies are gonna shred the Evo RG, so it's basically over. He's still trying, but look at that, he has to overspend so much, and now, yeah, it's over. Really nice first game here, and as you can see, this deck just has too much pressure for the opponents to handle. We're in the next game against Marsh. This guy is always playing some crazy off-meta decks, so pretty refreshing to play against him, even though his decks are always really toxic. And yeah, let's see what he's gonna do here. I'm just gonna cycle my Skellies. He goes for a really bad bowler in the back, in my opinion, because I can just pressure him really well on the opposite lane, and I can just counter the bowler for 2 elixir if he doesn't like support it, which he won't be able to because he has to overspend so much on defense. And now I can just go for Ice Spirit and Skellies to full counter the bowler. And okay, my cannon comes down a little bit late, so he gets a bit damage from the drill, but it's not too bad. We're still in a good lead because he went for that bowler in the back, and I can just pressure him really nicely here with my goblin barrel and wall breakers again. Look at that, he has to use the delivery and knight, and now I can just go for my Evo Skellies at the bridge, and that's gonna clean up everything. And he still has to waste something onto that, probably the Evo Bomber, which is really nice for us. So yeah, we force out the Evo Bomber, and now we're gonna be able to activate the King Tower for free. So he has to waste the NATO onto the Princess also. Just gonna go for my E-Spirit here. And yeah, gonna go for my barrel to the side because he's probably gonna bowler, and then the bowler won't hit my Evo wall breakers. Look at that, man. Perfect barrel plus wall breaker push there. Bro is crying because he got outplayed. And look at him emoting. Just gonna go for my cannon for the bowler here. That's a really bad knight, because for the knight I can just play my E-Spirit and Skellies and the cannon is still gonna clean up everything, so he kind of plays into my cycle by doing that, which is really bad. So, okay, pretty obvious that he would predict my princess there. So I just set up my princess in the back and I go for a really good cannon here that's gonna full counter the drill. I just have to be careful of the bowler, because if it shoots my cannon, that's gonna hit my tower also. So really nice the bowler doesn't get any hits onto my tower. I'm gonna save my evil skellies for the drill here. Okay, really nice. He goes for drill in the back, which is really bad from him, because my evil skelly's just gonna clean up the whole drill now, and that bowler's not really gonna do anything. Gonna block the bowler shot with my cannon like that, and look at that. Because of that, my evil skelly survived, and I can just kill the bomber with my 2 spirits, and he's getting completely cooked here. He activates the king tower, but he has to waste the delivery, and he still has to deal with my princess, and we up in damage. So okay, he goes for the bomber there. He really needs the bomber for offense to get any damage, because he's not gonna get any damage without the Evo bomber, to be honest. So maybe he can get damage with the bowler nado, but the bomber nado is just way better on offense. So alright. But there's nothing really he can nado, to be honest, because I only have 1 elixir card, so everything he nados basically instantly dies. The spirit survived the nado, but he can't really get a good Evo Bomber nado onto my tower, to be honest, and yeah, that's game. He got completely cooked here. I had perfect control of the game, and GG's. We're in the next game against COKGA. You probably don't pronounce his name like that because he's from Turkey, and yeah, probably you don't say GA like that in Turkish. So yeah, I'm not sure though. And he's playing with the bowler and bomber, which is really annoying. So he probably has the NATO also. And he's playing with the Evo Zap, it looks like. The Evo Zap just came out today, but I haven't really faced a lot of people that were using the Evo Zap. Just a few. And yeah, just gonna pressure him opposite lane here with my barrel and the Ice Spirit. He gets the King Tower activation, but I don't really mind giving him the King Tower activation because I want to pressure him with stuff like E-Spirit anyways, so he's gonna get the King Tower activation sooner or later. And okay, he's got the E-Giant. Interesting, the E-Giant in combination with Evo Zap. So gonna go for my Evo Wall Breakers here. He's not really gonna be able to stop them because I forced out Elixir with the Princess also, so he didn't really have any Elixir to stop them. And look at the E-Giant, it took so much damage, and I can just go for a really good cannon to full counter this E-Giant, and I'm just gonna pressure him with my Wall Breakers again. That was the perfect defense, I feel like, and perfect pressure with the Princess and Evo Wall Breakers also. So we force out the Evo Bomber now and get a lot of damage with the barrel. Also, we're gonna be able to activate the King Tower here, so he's playing the level 14 Evo Bomber, I just realized, so he's not gonna be able to one-shot my spirits, which is really nice for us. So, alright. I don't think he's gonna be going for an E-Giant in front of this. He maybe could have afforded it, but it would have been a bad play, so alright, just full countering the bowler with my spirits here. Really nice. Look at that, full countering the bowler with the princess and 3 spirits. Looks really satisfying in my opinion. And I have my Evo Skellies for this E-Giant, but I'm still gonna set up a cannon to be safe. And he goes for a bowler in the back. Now I'm just gonna go for the Evo Skellies onto the E-Giant, and he goes for the Zap onto the cannon, my princess and the Evo Skellies, so decent Zap there. Alright, we predict the little prince, which is really nice. And he has to waste the Evo Bomber, look at that. His little prince is dead. I can just go for a low cannon here to pull the E-Giant, and I have to make sure I distract the bowler properly. Gonna go for the Skelly Surround, really good Skelly Surround here. That's gonna buy me a lot of time against the bowler. That bowler is unfortunately gonna kill my princess, as you can see. But yeah, it's not the end of the world, so alright, just gonna set up my Fire Spirit up to pressure, and I can just counter the bowler with my Evo Skellies and set up really good double lane pressure. Just gonna pressure him right lane here because I feel like he can't stop the Evo Skellies. Look at that, man. Evo Skellies win the game, and yeah, once again, just too much pressure for my opponent to handle when I play really well. So GG's. We are in the final game for today against Rolex. This guy always plays drill, so definitely gonna be playing against drill here. And let's see if he supports this with a drill or something. And looks like he just wants to pressure opposite lane, which isn't the best because I can just counter that with my E-Spirit with help of the princess and counter the ghost with my skellies. So gonna pressure him with my wall breakers and barrel here. Okay, really nice that the bandit charges to the opposite lane because now I can just defend my princess with the cannon and I can full counter the ghost with my next skellies. So yeah, that's gonna be a really nice defense. He still has to respond to the princess, so I'm gonna pressure him opposite lane once again with my barrel plus wall breakers. And now I can just activate the king tower onto the bandit here. And look at that, we get the double connection and the king tower activation. Perfectly played here. Super good pressure there by me. I can just block the bomber shot with my electro spirit and clean the bomber with my Evo Skellies, and he still has to play something onto that. I feel like that ghost won't be enough, so he still has to waste the zap onto that. Just gonna go for my barrel and Evo wall breakers to distract the ghost and take his tower hopefully. So yeah, we take tower and I'm gonna be able to defend this pretty easily, I feel like. Yeah, okay. I just gotta make sure those wall breakers don't connect. And I have my E-Spirit to stop the bandit charge, so we chilling here. Yeah, this should be game. There's no way he's gonna get 3000 damage in the last minute of the game. So yeah, gonna be interesting to see how he wants to make a comeback. And please let me know in the comments if you want to see me play this deck more because it's really fun and it actually works out super well. We are like top 15 in the world right now, so yeah, it actually works really well. I don't think there's anyone in the top 1000 even running a deck that's below 2.0 Elixir cost. So yeah, definitely gonna be interesting for you guys to see more of this deck if you enjoy. So yeah, gonna kite this with my Evo wall breakers. Perfect kite here. And yeah, I feel like he's not really gonna be able to make another good drill push. There's his drill, but he can't really support this well. I mean, he has the ghost and the wall breakers, but he doesn't have any good Evo in cycles, so I can just endlessly distract this with my spirits and my wall breakers, and yeah, that's gonna be game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!